Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to give you your weekly RAW review. This was a good show last night. Thank God, by the way, school's over. Like, I had to go to school, and the schedule was reversed because of fucking MCAS. Massachusetts sucks. I'm gonna raise my kids in North Carolina because they don't have to pass MCAS to graduate high school, so they don't have to learn a bunch of useless stuff. But anyhow, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about how, yeah, Raw. It was a good show last night. I really liked this show. It had good matches. Um, I thought it was a good show overall, so I'm just going to talk about what went down. So this Raw happened on St. Patrick's Day, which is every year on March 17th, 2014. The pre-show, so we start off with the pre-show. The panel consists of Josh Matthews, The Miz, which I actually forgot about him. I thought he got like released or something or quit. Jason Albert, which since I didn't do my NXT with you, is Tensai, also known as Sweet Tea, Albert, A Train, anything else but that. So he's a commentary guy now. I'm fine with it. I don't really care. He wasn't much of a success. And Alex Riley, you've already known about him. Natalia interview on WWE Superstars. They cut to the WWE Superstars action like they always do. She beat Alicia Fox. They wasn't no big fucking deal. What happened to Layla, by the way? I just wondered what happened to Layla. But because we haven't seen her in a while, I think she probably got released. I wouldn't be shocked because they weren't really doing anything with her. So Natalia gets interviewed by Jerry the King Lawler, and she talked about her win and Total Divas. She just puts over Total Divas, and she just made a return on Sunday. I'm probably gonna be. I don't really like Total Divas. It's just a show filled up with a bunch of drama. I did say drama makes better for wrestling, but I don't know. I don't believe in this drama. It's like stupid drama. Like when someone tweeted to Nikki Bella, I think it was, that she was fat, and she overreacted. When her and her father had like a problem, which probably wasn't real. Who even knows if that was her even real father? You know. So it's just a bunch of stupid stuff that you have to deal with. I don't really care about it. So Brad Maddox gets interviewed and he's talking about something about Mania or something. And Damian Sandow comes in and because he had gotten punished on SmackDown for not competing in his match on Raw, and he wants to be in the Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, to prove his worthiness or something, or to prove his worth to the Authority. And Brad Maddox agrees and says that he has bigger plans for him later tonight. Then Jack Swagger gets interviewed. It's supposed to be all the real Americans, but they weren't there. And before he can really say anything, Cesaro and Zeb Coulter come up, and they're like, "We were over. You told us to meet somewhere else or something." And they're arguing, and Zeb Coulter says, "If you don't want to do this, then we can just all go our separate ways." And there's like, "No, I want to do this." And then they also say, "We the people." I thought this was fine because they have a match with the Usos tonight on Raw. And then we get JBL, Michael, because this is another show. We get JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. Triple H comes out and talks about the Occupy Law, kind of gives his reaction to it. And then he says that he's going to have a man-to-man confrontation with Daniel Bryan with no physical contact. And then Batista comes out, and I'm just going to cut to the chase. Him and Orton come out happy about the fact that Daniel Bryan possibly has a chance of being in their match at WrestleMania. And Triple H is pissed because he thinks that they think that that Daniel Bryan can beat him. So he's pissed about this. And then Batista and Randy Orton start going at it. I thought this was good stuff. Randy Orton talks about how nobody cared when you announced your comeback. No one cares when you came back, and everybody was let down when you came back. Nobody cared about you. And Batista just goes off on Randy Orton. I thought he said some awesome stuff. He talked about how he was a crybaby, how he needs the authority to help him win all his matches. Great stuff. I thought Batista went off on Randy Orton. So then the bickering though, Triple H goes to leave, and Orton and Batista are like, "What the hell, man? You gonna fix this?" And Triple H says, "You know what? I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of the movie stars like Batista," which is kind of weird that he said this about Batista and not like The Rock or something. But anyhow, Batista can come back and tell me what to do, and I'm sick of tired of having to help somebody like Randy Orton. I have to hold his hand and help him win matches. You know what? There is going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Because if I beat Daniel Bryan, well, he says when I beat Daniel Bryan, it's going to be a triple threat match between Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H. If Triple H beats Daniel Bryan, I'm going to take all my wrestling stuff, pour gasoline on it, and light it on fire. And if he wins the championship match, I'll shave my head. Because if fucking Triple H becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, I'm not going to be a happy man. That guy's an asshole and he sucks cock for a living. But then anyhow, I forgot to mention that Randy Orton had asked to face Daniel Bryan in a no disqualification match. And I'm going to get to that match later on. But then when Batista had turned around when Triple H was leaving, Randy Orton RKO'd him. And Renee Young tries to interview him backstage. He's like, "You know what? Coming back was a big mistake. I'm out of here." And I'm going to tell you more about this later. And then we get the Real Americans, which is Swagger and Cesaro with Zeb Coach at ringside versus the Usos. Good tag team match here. They've always had good tag team matches. Jack Swagger takes a fall for the Usos, but then eventually one of the Usos goes to dive on Cesaro, and Cesaro catches him into an uppercut and hits the neutralizer on him for the win. So the Real Americans beat the tag team champions. What I think is going to happen is we're going to have like some sort of triple threat match, tag team match at WrestleMania for the titles. It will be the Usos defending the championships against the New Age Outlaws, which is the Usos actually, by the way, are Jimmy and Jay Uso. The New Age Outlaws being the Road Dogg Billy Dunn and the Badass Billy Gunn. I probably fucked up on it. The Road Dogg Jesse James, I should say. And then the Real Americans for the tag team championships, and then the Real Americans will break up in that match, leading to Cesaro versus Jack Swagger in the future. That's what I think is going to happen. I really don't know what direction they're going with. They're going to go though. They could have the Real Americans be in the Battle Royal, but I don't know. But the match was good though. Then WWE Slam City. I want to talk about this. They have like this episode series kind of now on the website, and it's about all the superstars that get fired, so they have to go outside and get real jobs. Kane ends up being a chef. John Cena ends up as like an auto mechanic kind of guy. He works up with cars. Santino does something. It was pretty. It's like that Lego movie. I think they're trying to do it, but I don't really know what they're doing. But I kind of wanted to talk about that. Then we got the Shield backstage, and they're talking, and Kane comes up and says that what happened on SmackDown, we're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go. Let it pass. We need to go out there and do a mission tonight, and they all agree to this. And then Hornswoggle was handing out St. Patrick's Day gifts for, because it's St. Patrick's Day. Bad News Barrett comes on the screen and says, comes on his podium and says, just trashes St. Patrick's Day pretty much. Says the same thing he always says about a holiday, like he said for Christmas. I really would like to see Wade Barrett like back in the ring wrestling for like world championship matches or something, not like this Bad News Barrett thing. I really don't know why they're doing this. So yeah. Then Sheamus comes out and he has a match with Titus O'Neil and Christian's on commentary, and Hornswoggle's in Sheamus's corner. Titus, it's like a St. Patty's Day kick kind of fight thing. So it's Titus O'Neil's dressed up as like a leprechaun or something, and Titus O'Neil has Sheamus down outside. He takes Hornswoggle in, abuses him, and goes to give him the last call throw. Sheamus catches him, uses Hornswoggle as a battering ram, which should be a DQ, by the way. And then he hits the blow kick for the win. I should mention that Titus O'Neil announced he was going to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And Sheamus then cut a promo talking about how he's going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and he announces that he's going to be in the Under the Giant Battle Royal. Christian announced it on commentary, and then before Sheamus leaves, Christian attacks Sheamus, and he gets a kill switch on him on the outside, and that was about it. I thought this was good stuff. I thought this was fine. I don't think any of them are going to win the Battle Royal. And then John Cena responds to the Wyatt family. He's going to come out and talk about the Wyatt family. He comes out at first, and and it cuts like a typical John Cena promo. Oh, I know you guys don't like me, yada yada, lulu la. But then he says, I'm afraid of Bray Wyatt. And then I got into the promo because it's like he's kind of putting Bray Wyatt over. He's talking about, I've gotten in the ring with a lot of guys, like Triple H and The Rock. And they got, just to see which superstar was the best. But Bray Wyatt's just out to destroy my legacy, everything I've worked for. And he says that he's not going to let that happen. He's going to stand tall and take out Bray Wyatt. I thought this was awesome stuff that John Cena said. I got into his promo. He made Bray Wyatt look strong, I thought, like a strong opponent. Like, him saying he's afraid of him is good stuff. Then the Wyatt family come on the screen, being Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. And Bray Wyatt's wearing John Cena's t-shirt, his armbands, all that stuff. And he talks about how John Cena's the hero. Everyone is expected to stand on John Cena's feet. And he mentions everything about John Cena, how he wins at WrestleMania, all the championships, but it's nothing. He even mentions Nikki Bella, his girlfriend, and says, you have a plastic girlfriend or something like that. It was good stuff. I thought Bray Wyatt killed it, and he says that he's going to destroy John Cena's legacy at WrestleMania. I thought this was good stuff. I really enjoyed this. I'm probably the only one that did. Actually, no, I'm probably the only one that enjoyed this next. No, it's not this match. We got Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan in a no disqualification match. Awesome match. These guys always have awesome matches. They always up the ante, I think. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, I think was awesome in this match. I actually would say he put on a better show than Bryan did tonight. This was all Orton pretty much. Orton hit him off the head with a kendo stick, back suplexed him on the table. And then he kept whipping the hell out of Daniel Bryan with the kendo stick. And when he used the kendo stick, he was telling the timekeeper, no, don't win that bell. I thought it was funny stuff. He's like, don't win the bell. And then he lifts him up and throws some balls first into the ring post. Eventually, Bryan starts getting insecurity, and he does the yes kick and hits Orton in the back with the kendo stick. And then eventually he gets him on the outside, because Randy Orton's going for the RKO, and Bryan rolls on the outside. Drop kicks Orton into the timekeeper's area. Gets a chair. But then Orton fights him off, grabs a chair, hits Bryan with the chair, and then he goes in the ring to use it. But then Batista comes out and spears Randy Orton, and Bryan drop kicks him, and Daniel Bryan covers him and gets the win. I thought this was good. It shows that what the triple threat scenario could be. And then Daniel Bryan runs off. And then Batista bombs Randy Orton. I thought this was good stuff. Good match by Orton and Bryan. I thought they killed it. Randy Orton, though, was shined in this match, I thought. And looked like a strong champion, I thought. Even though he didn't win, I thought he looked strong. Paul Heyman promo. He just comes and puts over the streak again. And how Brock Lesnar's going to beat the streak. Kind of what he's been saying. And then he plays this video about the streak and how no one could conquer it, like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, stuff like that. And then he plays like a Brock Lesnar clip and how he's the guy to beat the streak. I thought it was a well together video. And then that was about it. I'm kind of pissed. This was the week that they both should have been on the show. I hear Undertaker is scheduled to appear on Main Event tonight, which is cool. It's going to be great for Main Event. I don't know what he's going to do. But yeah. I am interested in seeing the match, but the feud, they need to do something to spark up the feud, I think. Really what they kind of have is the choke slam through the table, but They need to do something. They need to have Lesnar and Taker just come out there and talk, but it doesn't look like that's what's gonna happen. Then the Authority were backstage arguing about this Daniel Bryan situation, how he occupied Raw, and you're gonna go in the main event, man to man, and you can't handle it, so they're not agreeing. And he's like, "What's gonna happen if you become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? You're gonna always be on the road, not home with the family." And Triple H's defense, and I don't like to defend this guy, but they're on the road all the time. Anyways, they come on the road, so what the fuck are they talking? Is she talking about? So that was about really all that I had to say there. They just kind of argued. Triple H is a dick. Then we got Fandango with Summer Rae versus Goldust with Cody Rhodes. I thought this match was funny. Goldust and Cody Rhodes mock Fandango and Summer Rae's dance, and Goldust is just being a clown in this match, which I thought was cool because that's what kind of Goldust's character is. Summer Rae falls up, kind of Goldust does his natural like spit, and Summer Rae falls and Cody Rhodes catches her. And this was a comedy match, but Goldust wins with the final cut. But I thought this was good stuff. I didn't know, and I don't know if I announced this, but Fandango is also going to be in the Battle Royal. And Del Rio, Ziggler, and Curtis Axel. So yeah. Next match. I thought this was good stuff. I thought that this stuff wasn't bad though. Kane and the Shield's mission. Kane comes out and says that since they were in Memphis last week, we figured out how this Daniel Bryan was able to occupy Raw. And he's like, we had a hometown guy named Jerry the King Lawler. So he tells Lawler to get in the ring. And first he doesn't do it. So then the Shield come out. They force him in the ring. And they say they're sorry for what they have to do. So they're getting ready to beat down Lawler. And I knew he wasn't going to get touched because of his heart attack. So then the Shield attack Kane. And Rollins hits an Insiguri. Wayne spears him and they hit the triple powerbomb. I don't know what's going on here. The Shield seem to be working together. I don't know what's going on. It feels like that Kane, they're going to do like maybe the Shield versus Kane at Mania or something. I don't know what's going to happen here. I think Kane's going to go back to being a babyface and back to the way as his monster he's supposed to be. I really hope that happens because corporate Kane does not work. And then we got the Funkin' Actors versus AJ Lee and Tamina with the Bellas on commentary. They didn't have any purpose. Naomi's back and she still has to wear an eye patch. And I bet they forced her back so early because of Total Divas. So let me talk about it. Fuck Total Divas. The reason why, like, you wanted to, they couldn't, why weren't they on commentary? But anyhow, you made the champion look weak by losing this match to someone that's injured. And you had Naomi beat her with a moonsault. Fuck that. And then Tamina, AJ Lee's like, it's all your fault, Tamina. And then Tamina shoves her. That's going to be a Mania match. I'm not interested in seeing that, but put that on the kickoff. And do because I don't want to really see that. Just put it on the kickoff. Have AJ Lee hopefully retain, but I doubt that will happen. Next, I think we had another match. We found out Mr. T is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's a big star in the 80s. He had his own TV show. I thought this was fine. They talk about too how he made WrestleMania. He really helped out WrestleMania a lot. So I think he deserves to be in it. Then we get Big E, Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, and Mark Henry versus Alberto Del Rio, Curtis Axel, Ryback, and Damien Sandow. I thought they were going to do something different with Damien Sandow by having him get squashed or something, but I guess not. This match was just a match. They dominated Dolph a lot, which I knew was going to happen. And then Big Show gets the hot tag and knocks out Damien Sandow. He announces he's going to be in the Battle Royal because he's like the Andre the Giant. So that was about it. So yeah, that's the Battle Royal I guess was cool. Then we got Kofi Kingston versus Bray Wyatt with his family members, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan ringside. Bray Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail. I don't even think Kofi Kingston knocked him off his feet. We find out, though, that on SmackDown it's going to be John Cena versus Luke Harper. I think that's going to be a good match. Luke Harper can work a good match, and John Cena can, but I don't really know how this match is going to turn out. I think Luke Harper, though, has the good wrestling ability to bring John Cena to a good match. Then Triple H and Daniel Bryan met face to face. Triple H just says, I respect it, man. I respect it. All the times I put you down, that you kept getting up. And he tells him to shake his hand. He doesn't shake his hand. And then he's just like, I will see you at WrestleMania, and I hope you understand what I have to do to you. And then Stephanie McMahon comes out and says she's pressing charges on Daniel Bryan. A bunch of police officers come out. Triple H is like, what the hell are you doing? And then they're arguing. And the officers handcuff Bryan. And Triple is like, hey, get off of him. Get off of him. You're not even real cops. So it was a setup. Triple H is an asshole. And he beats the crap out of Daniel Bryan. He throws him over the table, into the steps, into the, what's it called? The barricade a bunch of times. He throws him in water, spits it in his face. Stephanie slaps him a bunch of times. Bryan tries to fight back to be courageous. And then Triple H takes a chair, hits it over the head of Bryan, pedigrees him, and he's just an asshole at the end. You couldn't fight the guy man to man. No, you're an asshole. And then the backstage panel just kind of talks about this whole situation. So that's really all I have to say there. Good Raw though, I thought. Got good matches between Orton and Bryan. I thought was a good match. I didn't think the Goldust Fandango match was bad. The tag match was good. And they had the John Cena Bray Wyatt family stuff was good. They even showed a video package for that. So I thought this was a good Raw. No complaints. And that's pretty much it for this video. Subscribe to all the stuff down below in the Snapchat. So that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.